Good? Oh, I'm so pathetic with these lately. No, that was like tip on tip. No, tip on tip. Oh, there we go. See, that's good. You got to feel the bass in there, you know? All right, guys, what's up? We are back today for a little Friday gun run, Friday arm day. I'm going to start off with a little bit of extension. I don't know if you guys have used this. I think Gym Pin makes these, eh? Yeah, this is a Gym Pin piece. I didn't know that. And the Gym Pin guy commented on it, you know, and I saw and looked at that this is actually one of the things. So if you're looking for one of these cool handles, they actually feel really nice in your hand, you know? It's fucking sus as shit. Head to Gym Pin's IG or website and you can get one of these. They're pretty good. So we're gonna start on here, then get a bicep in, get our big meat and potato shit in there, like our close grip and all that kind of stuff. Went snowboarding the other day. Got a lot of snow here. We got like 10 feet of fucking snow right now. So good weather for going out and hitting the slopes, as they say, you know? So get into the arms. Yeah. One trick for these, or for any, like, if you're using the rope or like the Vulcan grip or any of these, I find when I come up to the top, I let my wrist kind of rotate in. And then when I come to the bottom, I kind of let it rotate out like that. I find I get really good contraction instead of just, I mean, one thing you see so many people doing, especially with rope or like any of those kind of things, is it gets hard. They bring their hands together and like pushing it down. Because obviously that's easier. But one thing I really focus on is keeping my hands apart and focus on rotating that wrist outwards at the bottom. I find that helps get a really good contraction, a good full range of motion. So curling up at the top, so you're getting full extension and contraction, you know? You know what's funny too? I'm a little embarrassed about this one actually. But I'm not, so I bought anyone from Ottawa. I mean, there was a store here that's closed now called Top of the World, which is like, you know, a pretty nice, reputable, like skate and snowboard surf store. Just closed last year, RIP. I bought my snowboard that I have from there. I knew it was a one directional board, like the two ends are different, you know? It's not like a multi-directional where it's all even, or both tips are the same. But the guys here set up the board for me. I bought the bindings there, bought the board there. They set it all up how I would want it. And I've been snowboarding this for 3 years on this board. The guy messages me and he's like, because I put a picture of me snowboarding, her like sitting on the chairlift. He says, hey man, like not trying to be a fucking like snowboard snob here, but like you're riding your board backwards. He's like the like kind of more pointed end is the rear of this board on the LibTech Cold Brew, and the rounded is the front, not the other way around. So he's like, I don't know if you set it up or whoever set it up. He's like, it's fucking backwards. So I've been riding this board backwards for 3 years, which I'm sure hasn't made the biggest difference ever, but definitely will some. I mean, because people can ride the board. You can ride this board switch, it's fine. But I'm gonna flip those around, and hopefully I'm the best snowboarder ever now after that. But it's kind of fucking embarrassing, you know? I hope nobody else noticed at the hills. Like, this guy fucking retarded, been riding this board backwards, you know? So, I'll fix it now. We're just laughing at how small Fuad's arms are now. So yeah, we just started, warmed up our elbows and triceps a little bit on the Prime cable there, doing that rope extension, the Gym Pin extension thing. Now we're just gonna do preacher curl. This is the Strive, so like OG version of a Prime. So we're gonna get in a couple sets here, and then we're gonna get, once everything's nice and warmed up, feeling good, then we'll get over, we'll do a Smith machine, do a close grip, like our first like bigger compound exercise. So we'll smash that, and then we'll do like a stretch curl on the cable, I think, or a dumbbell curl. Another thing too, I see a lot of people, and I used to do this too, I didn't really think about it, have like dead wrists on their curls. So they're like curling and they're like letting the wrists just kind of go and focusing on the arm. Like, don't have limp dick wrists, you know? Like, get your wrist in and like be conscious of its placement. You know, like don't let it flop back, keep it engaged. It's gonna help engage your bicep, and curl that up, keep it in. Don't let it flop out and in, keep it up. Okay, one more of these, then we'll move on to the close grip. Okay, that's good. Okay, so far we've done the rope extensions, 3 sets there, then we did a couple sets, 3 sets on the stride preacher curl. So bis and tris are all fired up. Now we're gonna get onto the close grip. Like these on the Smith, ideally. I mean, I just find it's a little more stable, and like stability is king when it comes to hypertrophy. Like putting yourself in unstable positions is just like not advantageous at all when it comes to building muscle. You know, someone's gonna say like fucking stabilizers or some bullshit, but like that literally has nothing to do with building muscle or hypertrophy in any way at all. It's actually the opposite, that stability is key for, you know, force generation and creating muscle and developing, you know, causing hypertrophy. So that's why I'm a big fan of the Smith. You know, puts you in a nice linear position. You can really hit the muscle, you know, get a lot of tension on there with maximal stability, you know, not having to worry about stabilize that bar, especially with a close grip where you're in a narrower position. There's more to stabilize, easier to spot, easier to kind of maneuver. So it's definitely my method of choice for, I mean, most pressing over barbell, but definitely for a close grip. So gonna get this up. Hopefully get a little bit of weight on there. I think I did 3 1/4 last week, so we'll see if I can match that this week. One tip for close grip too. I always used to think of close grip as like trying to come low here. And I don't know why I did that. I thought maybe I was like mitigating chest usage. But if you think of it logically, like when you come lower, you're actually minimizing elbow flexion, which is the entire purpose of a close grip bench, is to maximize the tricep, which you need to maximize elbow flexion. So I've started bringing it a little higher so that when it's coming down, I'm almost just thinking of like, not like a JM press where you're literally just letting it like fold over you, but you know, where it's coming down, I'm getting, you know, good closure and good flexion in the elbow there. You know, so right above me, letting it come down. So there is some elbow, you know, drop and some shoulder movement there. Not as much as if I came down here. So you're kind of in the middle ground of maximizing elbow flexion with a bit of shoulder movement. So I'm letting it come down, getting that closed, nice and closed in the joint, and then pressing up. So where like a JM press would be more over the head, and you're letting it fall, almost like a skull crusher that's just in a linear motion. So it's kind of in the middle. Easy peasy. Good. 8, come on, 2 more. Let's go. Good. Come on. Push. Let's go. Okay. All right, kids. We did the close grip. Went pretty decent. Got 3 1/4 for 8, which is one rep improvement from last week. I think I did 3 1/4 for 7 and 3 for 10 last week. And then I did 3 1/4 for 8 and 3 for 12, 11 half 12 here. So forward progress. All progress is, what's the saying I'm looking for? Any progress is good progress. Yeah, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Whatever that saying is, that's what I mean, you know? So finished up there, 2 sets there. And now we're just gonna do a like a stretch position cable curl. Probably do another 2 sets here, 2, 3 sets, kind of go with the feel. Stuff like the heavier compound stuff, like a close grip, generally only 2. If it's something more isolation, that's not quite like so joint and CNS demanding, where you feel like you're getting quite a big drop off after like 2 sets. Generally we'll call it 2. Something like this, you're not getting like a huge drop off from like set 1 to 3 because it's, you know, pretty low demand. So we'll just kind of go like, if you feel good after 2 sets, might bang out a third. After 2, we're kind of like, hey, we've got everything we want out of this, then we'll move the fuck on. So this, then we got 1 more try, then 1 more bi, 3 exercises of each, and then that's it. On these ones, I'm really trying to keep my upper arm in like a fixed position behind my body line a bit. So there is a bit of stretch in the shoulder. Like I'm not forward here. The arm's back of it and I'm just curling into it. So like not quite a drag curl, but close, you know? So just keeping in that stretch position and then bringing up to close it and not letting that come up too forward. Want to keep that stretch through the shoulder and into the bicep. So. Shoulder's cracking. All right. Next we're doing, I don't know, we just made it up. Overhead. It's not even over, it is overhead, but it's not like overhead behind. It's like overhead coming. Like almost if you were going to stand and do it with the, you know what I'm saying? When you got your fucking ass crack on the pole, but we're doing it with the bench, with the Vulcan strap. I don't know, feels nice. Yeah, it gets like good overhead, nice stretch position, get a good extension, nice comfortable stable seat spot, you know? Try it, I guess. Feels actually pretty good, so. Come on. A little light. 15, I could have got a little heavier on that. The only thing that's tough with these prime ones is the increments are like crazy. They got the little 5 adjusters, but like you go up one thing, it'll go from doing 15 to doing like 4, you know? So I don't know. They need a little more fine tuning on those increments there. For those of you who haven't yet, or I guess haven't watched any of my videos or heard me talk on the podcast, my app is live now. I'll put the link in the description below here, or you can go to my Instagram, it's in there, or go to the Fitnetic page, Fitnetic. How the fuck do you spell that? Thank you for all the people that have got on there already and been supporting it. You know, we're very happy with how it's doing. Very happy for everyone that's been giving us a lot of feedback, and we're working really hard on getting a lot of new features on there. You know, this is obviously, we want to keep, like any app, you start somewhere, you know, get a good product, and you just keep building on there, adding new features, you know, giving you guys what you want to see on there. You know, already we're going to be dropping new updates on it like every week to even maybe every few days. We got a whole bunch of new cool stuff coming on there. So if you're already on there, look forward to it for the new stuff. You'll see that your version will update every couple days. I mean, if you're not on there, get on there now while the getting's good. And yeah, just support me. Just give me your money without, even if you don't use the app, just get on there and give me your money so that I can survive in my retirement, you know? Or else I'll go broke eventually if you guys don't fucking get this, you know? In 10 years, when everyone forgets about me as a bodybuilder, I need a source of income. So this is what we're setting up for the future here. So please go buy my app. Thank you. Oh, that's good. So solid 3 sets there on whatever the fuck you call that, overhead Vulcan seated Vulcan grip extension. Felt good though. I actually like that. We'll probably do that one more often. No ones we actually did the other day that we hadn't done in a long time. That we're like, fuck, why don't we do this more often? It was fucking Meadows rows. We were doing back day and did some Meadows rows just because the gym was so busy. There was 1 T-bar left and we're like, man, let's smash some Meadows rows. They're fucking awesome. R.I.P. John Meadows. Shout out. Those are a fucking dope exercise. So definitely throw those back in the repertoire once in a while. Now we're going to finish off with one more dumbbell curl of some sort. Yeah, dumbbell curl of some sort. And yeah, last exercise. All right, last exercise. Wasn't quite sure what to do. I didn't want to do a standing curl, and I felt a little redundant doing a seated, like stretch position curl because we just kind of did that standing. And I hadn't done it in a while, so I'm going to do a hammer.